My name is Yael. I'm from Switzerland. I live in Bern. I've heard you have reiterated FAO statement that we may have only 60 years of soil left. So this issue is really, really urgent. But online, I've seen people, they have questioned this and they asked for more evidence. Shouldn't they leave this? What do you think?
What's your name, you said?
Yael.
Yeah?
Yael.
Yael. Okay. Yael, I don't intend to do this, but suppose I have an intention to murder you. Is there any evidence? Evidence will come only after you murdered, isn't it? Hello? Is there any evidence that somebody has an intention of doing something terrible? No. Now in this case, there is substantial evidence even before the intention itself has been expressed. You're talking about a very senior person in UNFAO who said this, there's only 60 years. All right, what is this online scientist's argument? No, it is 67 years, is it? Are you crazy? Whether it's 60 years or 120 years, what does it matter? We are moving in that direction of soil extinction. Isn't that the important thing? Hello? So, this kind of nitpicking is happening because these are WhatsApp scientists. They read 2 messages somewhere and they become scientists. People have invested their entire life in this science. Please listen to them. Everybody is saying somewhere around that time. Somebody says 60 years, somebody says 80 years. It doesn't matter whether it's 60 years or 600 years. But if we are moving towards the path of destruction, is it not time to turn around? I'm asking you.
So we are in the midst of a climate crisis, we have an ecological crisis, we have a health crisis, and we have a war crisis. And they're all interacting. And the latest science shows that our only chance for a safe landing on the climate crisis is not only to phase out coal, oil and natural gas, we also need to secure the health of the soils. And that this is now a precondition for our chance of having a livable future on Earth for all future generations. It's come to that point. In the latest IPCC assessment, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, that came out just a few months back, the numbers are clear. 56% of our emissions of greenhouse gases are taken up by nature. Half on land, in soils, and the other half in ocean. What is this? Well, this is a proof that our planet is a biogeochemical, resilient machinery that is helping us humans for our future. It's basically providing us with the biggest subsidy to our lives. And what is it that takes up those 25% on land? Well, it's the soil. It is the ability, just as Sadhguru pointed out, of healthy soils having organic matter, soil moisture, rooting systems that provides life on Earth, the photosynthesis that makes all our species on Earth, including Homo sapiens, having any chance of a future. And it's now providing, since 150 years, this phenomenal capacity of just adding more buffering. It is dampening the enormous debt that we've caused and threat that we've caused on planet Earth. How are we doing then to take care of nature, to continue having this service? Well, we're doing really bad. We're doing so bad, so the latest science shows that the richest terrestrial ecosystem on Earth, the Amazon rainforest, has just tipped over from being a carbon sink, taking up carbon in the soils, to now being a carbon source. This is nothing but a nightmare finding. We have more and more scientific evidence that we now need to halt all forms of expansion of agriculture because soil that we now manage to produce food for infrastructure, for cities, is a major emitter of greenhouse gases. In fact, it's the single largest emitter of greenhouse gases. So the only reason that soil is helping us is the intact nature. So we are doing really bad job on the soil that we're managing to produce food primarily, but also for grazing lands. And we have our last chance is really to safeguard intact nature, but also, of course, doing what you, Sadhguru, are such a strong ambassador for, to become clever stewards of the soil that we manage, to have good food for humans, but also to invest in management practices that builds carbon, that builds more moisture in the soils, that gives us more healthy food production. And the good news is we know how to do it. It's just amazing that we're not investing in the biggest opportunity we have, namely to restore health of soils. So the soil is today on a pathway towards undermining livability on Earth, but it's also potentially the biggest opportunity we have to shift the dial and move in the right direction.
You cannot stop this. The moment is on. It's going to be on till the policies are done. Let's make it happen. Save soil. Save soil. Let's make it happen.
Be with us, ride with me.